Today on UpFront, America divided. Millennials are the future of the country. Can they help bridge the partisan divide? It's my question for Stephen Olikara, founder of the Millennial Action Project, and two millennial state lawmakers, Amanda Stuck of Appleton and Adam Neylon of Pewaukee.
Covering the issues important to Wisconsin. This is UpFront with Mike Gousha.
Hello again, everyone, and welcome to UpFront. We hope you enjoyed your Thanksgiving holiday. For many of us, this was a time to come together with family and friends and hopefully get away from the political divisions gripping our country. Today on UpFront, we're looking at the way forward in a divided country and asking, do millennials hold the key to a less divisive future? The Millennial Action Project has brought together young lawmakers from both sides of the aisle for bipartisan work, new leadership, and fresh ideas. The project was founded by UW-Madison grad Stephen Olikara. He joins us today, along with the co-chairs of the Wisconsin Future Caucus, Representative Amanda Stuck of Appleton, a Democrat, and Representative Adam Neylon of Pewaukee, a Republican. And thanks to the three of you for being with us today.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
I'm going to begin with you, Stephen, and let's talk a little bit about 2018 and the election results we just saw and the role of millennials in that election. How would you describe what happened there?
Well, we had a historic level of turnout this year, and most research has shown that the youth turnout between 18 and 29-year-olds had a 31% turnout. And that was historic, the largest ever turnout in about a quarter century. But I think it's our view that it's still too low. Yeah. And one thing we found is that young voters, both nationally and in Wisconsin, played a pretty decisive role. And within Wisconsin itself, millennials made up about 14% of the electorate, which is an all-time high. Now, one thing we sought to find with the Millennial Action Project is to dig beyond the traditional polling of Democrat versus Republican, left versus right, because we felt like there were some underlying stories there. And we did find some interesting things. For example, millennials this cycle were more motivated on issues than party, which is consistent with the long-term data we've seen on millennials identifying more as independents than with either of the major parties. The other thing we found is a belief that we need to change the culture of our political system and an interest on solutions instead of partisanship. And so that doesn't come out because in the normal polling you see millennials playing a decisive role in voting for Democrats, but I think there's something much deeper there as well.
Do you see this as a starting point, 2018 as a starting point to greater participation?
I think so, but it's really incumbent on all of us in efforts like the Wisconsin Future Caucus to model the type of leadership we want to see. What I'm concerned about is if we had all of this energy in this election, millennials came out to vote and organized in really unprecedented ways, but that energy doesn't translate to changes in the governance process. And that's where it's so important that we have leadership that sees the common humanity in each other, that seeks to inspire the better angels in our political process. Now, that's not the way things go, but I think we need to start.
So what I hear you saying is the danger here is that you have this increased turnout and then people say, well, nothing happened, nothing changed. Why should I participate in that? Is that a sort of the danger, Adam?
Well, I think that's why we're here today, and that's why we have the Future Caucus. You know, I think it's important to note that our Future Caucus is the only bipartisan caucus in the state legislature, and we're providing a platform where people from different walks of life, people with disagreements, have an opportunity to come together, to find common ground, to work on issues. And I think that is the core of what we're trying to do, is establish a dialogue, establish an opportunity to talk. We might disagree, but let's be civil about it and find the things we can agree on.